Yo, what's up guys? I'm back with another trick tip on a mini ramp, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to backside feeble. A backside feeble grind on a mini ramp is not that hard of a trick. It would help if you guys learn 50-50s on mini ramps pretty consistently, just because that's kind of like the same lock-in you're going to do with your back truck. You're going to pinch heel side next to that wheel, and that's like how you're going to hold the grind. So definitely learn 50-50s and have them down pretty consistently before you try a feeble grind. It's just going to help you figure out how to lock into a feeble and hold that grind. So like I said, when you're going up for a backside feeble, it's going to help to learn 50-50s pretty consistently, because you're pretty much locking in the same way. You're going to lock in your heel side wheel, and with cross lock 50-50, the right way to do a 50-50 on a mini ramp is you're going to have your heel side wheel locked in, and then you're going to be locked in toe side. That's the proper way to do a 50-50. So that's pretty much like, if you think about it, that's the same lock-in as a backside feeble, because you're going to be coming up at a slight angle, maybe like a 45, and as soon as you hear that wheel click, you're going to lock in, and you're going to point that front toe, your front foot out here. So that's going to get you in that feeble position. You're going to hear that wheel click, lock in, and what you do with your front foot is, as soon as you hear yourself lock in, you just kind of bone out your front foot. I mean, that's a very, it feels very awkward to get into, but the more you play around with it, it's not that awkward. It's pretty easy once you get into it, and then when you're coming out of it, you just lift up and kick turn. Also, what's gonna help is, before you guys try to grind it, just come up straight, and stall. Just do a backside feeble stall, and then come back down the ramp, kick. That's going to help you just get the feel of how you're going to lock into a backside feeble. If you guys do know how to do 50-50s, you guys already know that a 50-50 on a mini ramp, you're pretty much on the deck, like you're standing on top of the coping. Now with a feeble, it's not like that at all. With a feeble, you're still very much in the ramp. You're not going to be standing up on the deck or on the coping whatsoever. It's a very like in the ramp type of grind. So you're going to keep your weight in the ramp, and you're just gonna bone that out and still have your weight way out here in the ramp. Basically, because the whole trick of this trick is to get that back wheel pinched as hard as you can while maintaining your weight inside the ramp. Because when you go to come back in the ramp and you're lifting up, you don't wanna be like this trying to come back in. That's just way harder. So if you come up and your board is pinched the right way, all you got to do is you just got to lift up a little bit and basically just kick turn back in. If you guys know how to do like a little pivot on your back truck, or just like a backside slash or something like that, then you pretty much know the feeling of keeping your whole body in the ramp. So yeah, you definitely want to keep your body in the ramp and pinch it like this, because I've seen people come up and do kind of like the lazy, like, oh, I missed my axle stall kind of thing, where they come up and they're all the way on the deck and they just do this and come back then. That's not a feeble whatsoever. That's not a feeble grind. So yeah, that's not a feeble grind at all, guys. That's basically just a lazy axle stall, and you missed your front truck. So if you're coming up all the way up on top of the deck, doing one of these and coming in, that's not a feeble. A feeble is in the ramp, and it's that right here, it's that pinch. So if you're like this, that's not it. You gotta be like this. You gotta have that middle of that board where my rail is touching the coping, because otherwise that's not a feeble. So this is your feeble right here.